Hi everyone, it's George here, and today I'd like to make a video about micro USB to 30-pin adapters available for your iPhone and your iPod. Now, as you see, I have several ones here, and I'm gonna tell you a couple of things about them. Now, first of all, as you know that the more and more devices are coming with micro USB ports. So just the iPhone, for example, doesn't have a micro USB port. It has a 30-pin adapter port, proprietary adapter. And just if you have several devices, you don't want to use a couple of cables. So it's good to just get like one cable like this one and get an adapter for your iPhone. So that's great about that. But the problem is that, well, this is a little bit of an OCD thing for me, for example. Now, as you see here, I bought several adapters over the couple of months. Now, the problem with these adapters is that on them, micro USB port is always upside down. As you see here, micro USB is upside down. This is the top part. This part goes into the iPhone. Let me show you how. Like this. Okay, this is how it goes. But the problem is that the micro USB is this narrow part should be on the top instead of the bottom. So when you insert a cable, it should go like this. You see it's indicated. This is the top part, the narrow part. Let me zoom in here. Just a second. Come on. Here. As you see here, the narrow part is the top part. That's how it should go in. But these adapters, most of them, for some reason, go like this, upside down. Now, personally, this is a little bit, like I said, an OCD thing, but I never liked the way this is going. I always wanted an adapter and looked for an adapter that, fits like this properly, So I bought several, as you see, from eBay. And this one was, for example, from Griffin. It's a quite a known company. And this one has an upside down USB port. This one I also bought from eBay, and this too has an upside down, port. And this also doesn't transmit the data. This is another generic adapter from eBay. Also, the port is, as you see, this way. This is the way it should go, but you can't insert it this way because this part goes to the bottom of the iPhone, so it's like twisted. So this didn't work out either. But this one has a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, and this one is a little bit smaller, but again the same problem. The port. This is the way it goes into the iPhone, but the port is upside down. This, the narrow one, should be on the top. It should be reversed, I don't know why, but I think most of the companies, for example, Samsung and Nokia, get micro USB ports correctly on their phone. HTC, for example, has micro USB ports like this. It's upside down. Imagine this is the screen of the phone, and this is the way micro USB ports are aligned. Now, on Nokia, they're upside down. Just in my opinion, they're properly done, and the same thing on Samsung as well. Well, anyway. Finally, I thought I would give it one last chance, and the other day I bought a port adapter from eBay from a company called Proporta, and to my very delightful surprise, it came today, and the port is properly aligned. As you see here, the micro USB port, the narrow part is up. And the narrow part on the iPhone side is up as well. So this one aligns correctly. There you go. Let's show you. This goes into the iPhone. And now the cable, instead of going upside down, and this is the bottom part. Let me zoom in here. This is the bottom part of the micro USB cable. This one goes correctly. You see, the narrow part goes up and plugs it in. There you go. So everything aligns beautifully and the way it's supposed to be. Well, you know, just I'll say it again. It's a little bit just all of the ports work fine, and they transmit data. All of the three transmit data, work fine, are fine. But I just wanted, you know, just it was an OCD thing, you know, just purely OCD. I wanted ports that align correctly both up. So if you have similar, you know, just similar craziness, so you might like this video. This might be helpful for you. So Proporta micro USB adapter, got it from eBay for £4.95, or I think it was something like that, or about £5, I think, including the delivery. So let me show you again. See, both narrow parts are up, they align. Let me, why doesn't it? Sorry about the, I needed to focus a little bit. So here, the narrow part on the micro USB, the narrow part on the iPhone adapter, 30-pin adapter, they go in like this. And they go in very nice. This one charges as well as transmits your data. This is how it looks on the bottom. You see the flat part, the wider part, and the same thing with the micro USB, flat bottom part. So yeah, on the other adapters, I'll show you again. This one has the port upside down, micro USB. You know what? In fact, Apple's own adapter, micro USB to 30-pin adapter, has it like this. I wish they did it the right way, you know, just turn this around, upside down. So this one, if you want to go into like this, it won't go, you know, like this. You have to turn USB cable upside down, and that's how it goes then. Okay. Now, if you have like a really tight USB cables, you know, twisting them up and down constantly, you know, damages them. So this is why it's good to have you know, a port that does is properly aligned, you know, just so like this. Anyway, so yeah, this was my little OCD video. So I'm finally glad that I found an adapter with a proper port, and I'm gonna probably get another one. So hopefully this was well, maybe helpful for you if you have like a similar question. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Have a nice day.